Hello, 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 everybody, and welcome back to Fit Chicks Unfiltered. I'm your host, Ashley,
And I'm Callie.
and we are here with another episode that we think you all will absolutely love. First off, how you doing, girlfriend?
I'm good. I'm good. It was a rough night last night, but I'm good. The sun is
Yeah.
shining. I have another day to tackle my goals and do my things. I can't complain.
Is the sun shining where you are?
Yes.
Girl, it has been raining cats and dogs here.
Oh, gosh, that was like last week for us. There was crazy storms like all week.
I keep saying that we broke Mother Nature
She's like,
because
what did y'all do to me?
literally, because this has not been summer. This is not summer. I don't know what's
Yeah.
going on, but it's freaky. There's an ominous energy in the air. But guys, I know you're not here for the tinfoil hat, so we will put that elsewhere today. Uh,
I love it.
I'm talking about it with everybody. Okay, so we are talking about the top three things we would do right now if we needed to lose 10 pounds of
Mm-hmm.
fat.
Of fat, yes, because you don't want to lose muscle. Like, come on. And with not wanting to lose muscle, you need to do it the right way.
And let's not forget water.
Yeah,
Yeah.
water. Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Ooh.
it just, I mean, there's ways initially you can lose a lot just of inflammation, extra water weight that your body's carrying. You want to lose some fat, but I want to get into this because I feel like a lot of people just chase the scale anyways.
Are we gonna do our
But
hot takes though?
yeah.
Do you want to go first or you want me to?
You go first this time. I went first last time.
Okay. My hot take is in relation to this episode. That's why I remembered our hot takes. Um, Keto's fake news.
Mm,
And
love
the
it.
reason why I say that is because it's unsustainable. I did
Yeah.
keto. I lost weight on keto. I gained it right back. A lot of the weight you lose is water. It's so unsustainable because we need carbs. We need carbs to function. Even if you don't work out a whole lot, carbs are still really, really important for your system. And we have to learn how to work with carbs. And I
Yeah.
think, yeah, it gives you like a false hope, right? You
Mm-hmm.
lose this weight, you eat a piece of bread, scale goes up. What the F? It's not cool.
Yeah. No, it's not cool. And honestly, it's really hard to build muscle on keto.
Yeah, another good
Really
point.
hard.
Another good point.
Um, I think my hot take is confidence isn't a number, it's a decision.
Ooh, yes, it is. Snaps,
Yes.
snaps,
Cluck, cluck, cluck.
snaps. I would totally
I,
agree with that.
yeah, because I feel like so many people, as we're about to talk about numbers, but
Right.
so many people think that their confidence is just going to show up when they hit a number.
Yeah.
And it's really like, for me, I personally feel like it's when you make decisions repetitively and you keep the promises that you make to yourself based
Yeah.
on those decisions, and then you become really freaking confident because you know you can do hard things. You know when you say something you mean it, and you're going to get results in life in general because of that, not like because you stepped on the scale and it says something.
Yeah. I totally agree with that. I think one of the things that irks me, and I'm not coming for anybody, and I love all the love and the comments I get on my transformation and stuff. But like some people, like they'll be like, "Oh my God, like you're so confident now," or like, you found confidence now. Like, baby, I was saying this on another podcast. I was always confident. At 320 pounds, I was a very confident individual. You have to be confident to build a whole business based off tarot and astrology and then go on a
Yeah.
television show. Like you have to have a level of confidence, right? It didn't come from a number. And I think you're right. It is a choice to just be confident. I guess that kind of leads to another episode maybe we could do in the future and just like how to build confidence. Like,
Mm.
how does somebody build confidence if they're lacking in it? It's easy to say that you have confidence, but to the listener that's maybe lacking in confidence, where would they begin? I think that's something that we could both think on for a little bit and come back to that.
I love that. I think that's a great episode. I've already wrote it down.
Yeah, I love that you brought that up. Good hot take.
Thanks.
Hmm.
Yeah. We had a great call last night with the team and
Yeah,
our athletes and our lifestyle clients. We do like a
yeah,
live call once a week or a month.
yeah,
And my portion was diving into just being okay with the plan feeling basic
yeah.
and doing the things over and over and over and just choosing mastery over variation sometimes.
Ooh, choosing mastery over variation, babe. That's an IG post. Like one of those
Thanks.
carousels with you looking all really hot, and then the next slide is choose mastery over variation.
Write this down. Where's
That's
my
good.
pen?
That's good.
But
Hmm.
yeah, so we dove into that, and with all of that, it kind of segued into confidence and how that is tied into all of it as well.
Yeah, it is for sure. Super good. But yeah, so those are our hot takes, friends. Let us know what you guys think. What are your hot takes? Let us know
I
in the
want to hear some.
comments. Yeah, they could be about anything.
Yeah,
But
any hot
yeah,
take.
let's get into this episode.
All right, let's do it. Let's start with top three things I do to lose like 10 pounds of fat.
Okay, how do you want to tackle this? Like, do you want to begin and then I add on? Do you want me to go and then you add on? Because we have an odd number, so I don't care because I'm sure we overlap in this. I'm sure we do.
Yeah. Do you have the top three on top of your head? I have mine written down. So like if you already know yours, we can both say what ours are and then we
That's a
can
good
kind of
idea.
dive into it.
My first one would be to track my food.
Track your food.
Yeah, I feel like a broken record because I talk about it often, but it's just there's so much data in what we eat, friends. There's so much data in it. Most of it is nutrition when it comes to weight loss. You could not set foot in the gym at all and just change around your diet and you could drop 10 pounds of fat.
Yeah, that's so true.
Hmm.
I think that's a great one. And I was gonna say increase daily movement in general. So like
Yeah,
steps is a great way. You hear people talk
that,
about steps and it's like, whatever, it's just steps. But that's a great way to, with really without having to do anything super methodical, like just increase your basal metabolic rate because you're moving
yeah,
more throughout the day.
yeah,
And that is, what you burn at rest.
yeah.
So before you even get into like the brass tacks of it, already starting by increasing that, I think is a great way.
I think so too. So, I mean, I guess I kind of like what we just did. I'll give my one, you give your one. I'll give my two, you give your two. I give my
Mhm.
three, you give your three. Guys, you're getting a two for here. You're getting six.
Yeah.
I like that. So, and they do marry each other. You know, if you track your food and get your steps in, you are off to a fantastic, fantastic start.
Yes,
Yeah.
just in those two. So really,
Hmm.
guys, you're getting six for the price of three.
You really are. You really are. You really are. The second thing I would do if I saw the scale and was like, I need to lose 10 pounds of fat ASAP Rocky, not surprising, I would start weight training. I would start weight
Mm.
training.
Ours was the same.
Right. That was your second one too? You know
I was
what?
gonna say at least lift 3 to 5 times a week.
3 to 5 times a week. And, let's elaborate on that. Let's say you can't afford a trainer. You can't, let's say we're starting from the bare minimum, right? You can't afford any of those apps that are out right now, like Ladder or anything like that. You have no clue what you're doing. You're green to the gym. Even just going to the gym and starting to put like muscle, like starting to move weights is going to help. Should you have a routine that is structured? Yeah. Should you know what you're doing? Yeah. But if you're green and just coming into the gym, the point that I'm getting at is muscle burns more calories at rest than fat. So adding
100%.
more muscle to your body in general when you're looking to lose fat is going to help.
Yeah, yeah. And also to your point, Ashley, about being so green to the gym, you have to think
Yeah.
like you were then very sedentary probably. So
Right.
any effort just by walking into the gym and doing
Mm-hmm.
something new is going to help as long as you
Mm-hmm.
then, each day take it day by day and realize like progress, progress,
Mm-hmm.
progress. And
Mm-hmm.
that is a great way. And you will evolve. You will get better. You will eventually be like, okay, I'm going to hire a coach or I'm going to figure out my split. But
Mm-hmm.
don't get caught up by like seeing all these perfect
And you
plans
can't
out on the
start
internet. Yeah.
until
And you're
then,
like,
like those
ah.
frozen starts, right?
Yes, 100%.
Yeah. What else do I want to add to that? I think this will add to the weight training. With that being said, recovery is going to be very important as well. Making sure that your body's recovered, that you're getting your rest. We don't lose weight in the gym or almost even in the kitchen. It happens in our sleep. Sleep is so fundamentally important. You will notice differences on the scale, especially if you're like at your last 10 pounds. Like, let's say you don't have 50 pounds to lose, so the weight doesn't come off like water. And I'm saying that because I'm at my last 10 pounds and everything matters.
Mm, it's the hardest level of the video game.
It's so annoying if you guys are watching the video right now, my eyes. Because I've never had this experience, right? Because I was always a heavier girl. So I always had a good amount to lose. So I always had the luxury of the weight just kind of coming off like water. And now like everything matters, including sleep, friends. So when you hear people say that, it's true. Your sleep
It's
does
so true.
matter. Yeah, your water matters. It does matter. So what does your recovery look like, especially if you're new to weight training? You are going to be sore in places that you didn't know you could be sore in. Are you stretching beforehand? So on and so forth.
Yeah, yeah, totally. People get so caught up that like more is more, but sometimes like
Mhm.
it's just balance, right? You got to recover. You got to then break those and tear those muscle fibers and then recover and eat enough to actually build when it's in recovery. So there's a nice little marriage of things, not just like killing yourself 24/7.
Right. It's true.
So my last one, so originally I said increase daily movement, right? So we're increasing just overall our basal metabolic rate. Then we start implementing lifting 3 to 5 times a week, regardless of your level of experience. Just get in the gym or do something outside, like lift. If you have, it's you and your baby, lift your baby.
Lift your baby.
Lift your baby and do some squats.
Lift that
Um,
baby up.
You're right. So then we're even just really burning even more. But then my other one would be protein first, right? So in enough
That was
protein.
mine.
So protein's really satiating
It
and
is.
creates that illusion of, well, it's not an illusion. You're technically fuller. So it's
Mhm.
going to be easier to actually be in a little bit more of a deficit when you're having enough protein to one, like we just talked about, fuel your workouts that you're doing now, build, and then actually just like feel full and satisfied.
Protein load, protein load, protein load.
And I think a
Can't
lot of
say it
people are
enough.
like, oh, protein is so much, it's making me feel heavy, it's too much. But like just push through. It will work. And there's a method behind it.
Especially with like the GLP-1s being a thing.
Hmm.
You guys, you got to eat. And protein load. Yes, eat as much protein as possible. You could follow the 30-30-30 rule, at least 30 grams of protein in your first meal of the day. Like in each
Yeah.
meal, excuse me, in each meal, you have at least 30 grams of protein. You could follow that, which is a great thing to do, especially if you're just getting started. If you're just
Yeah.
getting started, go ahead. What are you going to say?
Well, I was gonna say some people find because I was gonna say I always say at least 1 pound per pound of body weight, 1 gram per pound of body weight, but sometimes that's a lot for people to jump right into. So Ashley, what you're saying is great, is
Yeah.
that you could actually just split it as something that's setting the bar higher than it was before, which is like I'm gonna have 30 grams of protein every
Hmm.
meal, and then
Yeah.
progress from there.
And that marries with our first one of tracking your food. Because how do you know where you're going if you don't know where you are? So when you track your food and you realize, oh my God, I'm only getting 50 grams of protein, we know that number needs to go up. Maybe getting to 150 grams of protein seems like a lot. So we get it
Hmm.
up to 90 from 50 and go from there. I think to go along with protein load for your third one is do your research. If what we're saying to you is totally foreign, what high protein sources do you like are available to you, right? Do you like fish? A lot of people don't realize that salmon is incredibly fatty. If you're going
Hmm.
for a high protein fish, you want white fish like haddock, right? We eat a lot of shrimp in our house. You could do shrimp. Yeah, I have some shrimp in the fridge right now for din din. It's gonna be so good. Albacore tuna, that's a great one. Like if you guys are from my area, Wegmans, but I'm sure any grocery store, the albacore, specifically albacore wild caught tuna, has 40 grams of protein per one can. A lot of people don't realize that. What swaps
Yeah.
can you make? If you're a mayo person, can you do light mayo instead of regular mayo? Every calorie counts if you really think about it.
Hmm.
If you do drink whey protein, where are you getting it from? Like, can you get a type of protein from somewhere? Adding protein to your yogurt is a great hack. You can make a yogurt bowl. You can double up the protein in it by just adding a scoop of protein in it.
Absolutely.
You know, start
It's
start
there's so
doing
many ways you can just hack it, life hack it.
Mm-hmm. But like, there's a reason why you guys, especially if you're listening to this, you digest fitness content. So there's a reason why you keep hearing a lot of the same stuff over and over again because it works. It
Yeah,
works, and then also protein is the building block of muscle. So if you're weight training, you want to make sure you're getting your protein in as well.
absolutely. Absolutely.
Hmm.
Well, I love all of those. Did you give your last one?
I thought I just said it. What did I just say? Protein.
I said protein. You said
Yeah,
recovery. You said, what was the first one? Guys, help us,
I
please.
know,
We're
guys.
both struggling
Yeah, we're
today.
we're on the struggle bus today. We tried to hide it, but it's true.
Either way, we've
Um,
given a lot here.
we have given a lot. It was a full moon yesterday, so at the time we were recording this, we had a full moon, and let's just like go left. We had a full moon in Aquarius, and I swear, I think it's just been messing with everybody because there's just been an energy in the air since yesterday. But either
Girl,
way,
yes.
let's break it down, right? Three things to lose 10 pounds, right? We talked about number one, tracking your food.
Movement.
Number one B, which was what was yours? Your very first one?
Increase daily movement.
Increase daily movement. So track your food, increase your daily movement. Focus on recovery. That
Hmm.
was my number two. Your
Mine
number
was lift three
two,
to five times
lift
a week.
3 to 5 times a week. Just go in there, lift, play around, right? And then we had the protein load. You guys were just listening. Whatever I said with the protein load, I talked about it.
You
Either
second that.
way, huh?
You second that.
Yeah, whatever. But anyways, definitely protein load for sure. And then also too, while we're talking about it, I want you guys to understand, and I think maybe we talked about this in our last episode. It might take a while, okay? Like when it comes to losing, especially if it is your last 10 pounds, it might take a little bit of time. It's not going to happen overnight. It's not going to happen immediately. I feel like shows like The Biggest Loser have normalized this idea of losing a crap load of weight in a week. It's not going to come off in a week. So I think to kind of add to this list is be patient. It's going to be a lot of rinse and repeat, a lot of doing the same things over and over and over again until you start seeing the scale move. But if you're consistent, it will move. You just have to have faith that it will.
Yeah, and I mean, if you're losing too much weight too fast, it's not sustainable. So
Hmm.
just think of it that way. Like, just follow the plan, stop chasing the number, just chase like feeling good and doing the thing, being okay with the basics, and
Hmm.
it will happen. And realize it's a lifestyle. Like, there's never gonna be like, even though you break it into bite-sized goals, there's never gonna be like, I'm done. Now I can stop. Like, this is a lifetime evolving journey.
I remember what it was. It was do your research.
Oh,
Yeah. It was do your
do
research.
your research.
Hmm.
I knew
What,
it would come back.
what it would come back when you were talking about the protein hacking and stuff and different ways to get your protein in and just doing your research and kind of utilizing the fact that we are living in this world of tech. And there is a lot and it can be overwhelming and it's like who's right. I think the way that I'm trying to go back to when I really got back into fitness because it was like a different world when I did how I tackled it and how I kind of tackle anything. I look at a lot of different sources, right? I listen to a lot of podcasts that are like what is the general message that's coming through? If you're hearing the same message around this type of Greek yogurt over that type of Greek yogurt. If 10 people are saying get this type of Greek yogurt and one person is saying get that type of Greek yogurt, maybe get the one that 10 people are saying,
Mm,
you know? And so I wouldn't take anybody's first thing as gold ever in life. And so when it comes to weight loss, specifically fat loss, do your research. Um,
100%.
yeah, however you choose to do it.
Yeah. No, I agree with that. I think that's a great one.
Hmm.
All right. Well, I think that sums it up. Like a
I
quick
think so
takeaway for you
too.
guys, like
Yeah.
easy way to lose 10 pounds of fat. Do that, put your blinders on.
Put your blinders on. Rinse and repeat, friends. I know it's
Hmm.
tough, but just
Yeah.
rinse and repeat
Just power through.
for sure. But
Okay.
awesome. Good episode. Good
Yeah.
episode. Hopefully this helps you guys. As always, like, share, comment, let us know what you thought, and we'll see you in the next
Hmm.
one.
Bye.
Bye.